1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Big fishing ain't far.
Get in there, buddy.
Get your cap and get your car.
As you can see, there's bait fish all along
Big
here.
fish in a span.
Net jam.
Got your limit, what the heck?
Sam. 2 keepers.
Hope they're the lot me.
Summertime in New Orleans means speckled trout.
Big fishing ain't far.
Don't you love fishing with friends?
Kiss the lid.
Big Fish TV is up and running thanks to great sponsors like Ray Brandt Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Puglia Sporting Goods, Cajun Outboards, Neal Record Insurance, the Clayton Frugier Law Firm, Penn Fishing, Berkeley, Abu Garcia, and Spiderwire, Ultimate Braid Fishing Line.
At Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank, get $13,000 in total savings on the new 2013 Ram Quad Cab Bighorn. Only at Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank or online at RayBrandtDodge.com.
Welcome to the Big Fish. I'm Captain C.T. Williams, and we've got a great show for you today. Now, if you've been following us or you've been out fishing, you know inshore fishing continues strong, even as we move into the late summer season. But what happens this time of year is the heat starts to get unbearable. So anytime you can do a night trip, it's a great way to produce fish and stay comfortable. Now, one of the most elusive night fish to catch is the swordfish, and no one better to catch swordfish than the marvelous Peace Marvel and his deckhand Floyd. Fishing overnight is sort of a two-part process. You have your afternoon fish for one species, and then you fish at night for another. But before you fish for anything, sort of the prequel to it all, well, you need live bait.
Hey, stop yapping and catch me some bait.
I'm working on it, Peace.
Pop and reel, pop and reel. Then once you get one on, reel slowly.
Let the other ones come in and feed with.
And that really takes care of sort of the warm-up. You know, when I say fishing like this is a two-part event, it can be a three-part if you fish the next morning, but you have the evening that you're going out to fish, the night that you're going to fish, and the morning when you start heading back in. And that really is 3 different trips all in one. It's a very efficient way to come out here and fish because you get kind of 3 different trips in one load of fuel. Fishing a little patch of sargassum grass for more bait, trying to find the small hardtails. And while you can see them, the jackfish, the baby jacks, are just beating the hardtails to the punch. Jack. All you're getting is big jacks. Plenty of fish living underneath these sargassum pads, and I mean that's what, when they push together and make rips, that's why the bigger fish move up into them. And every once in a while you can get a big patch of this sargassum and catch some really nice dolphin or tuna or other fish off of it. You know, it's sort of the oasis in the Gulf where the little fish come hang up in here. There's a lot of shrimp in this grass. You'd be amazed what's in that grass if you just take a piece of it and shake it. What we got? Another little jack. But watch this. Yeah, come on down, boat. You just shake it on the deck. And there's a little crab. Usually you see little shrimp. All kind of little fish will be in those grass. And so the little fish are eating whatever's in that grass, and then the bigger fish, as you go up the food chain, come out to feed. So, like I said, it's like an oasis in the Gulf, you know, in a desert, which is salt water. All right, Peace, we've stopped a few places and got bait. Some structure was our first stop. Some grass was our second stop. Now we're at the first rig where we're really going to fish. Talk a little bit about what's going on here.
Well, this is the world famous Who Dat rig.
Who Dat?
Who Dat. And right now I'm just kind of taking a little drive outside the rig, watching the sonar. I want to see where the fish are holding. I'm pretty sure they're going to be holding on the east side of the rig. And then once we find out where they're holding, then we're going to send some live baits to them and hope it's dinner time.
All right, so Couple of questions. One, if you didn't see anything on sonar, would you still give it a shot?
Probably not.
So you got to mark fish.
Yeah, I got to mark fish. But I know that there are fish here. So, you know, because there's been a bunch of fish on this rig, and there's actually, you know, we've seen a couple of fish slow rolling. So I just really want to mark them to know where to set out the baits.
The depth.
Because I already know they're here.
Gotcha.
And I just want to know where to set out the baits. We're going to send one bait deep, a bomb, and then we're going to do one bait on the surface.
Now, you said you're more confident that the fish will be on the east side. What tells you that?
The current's running east to west.
So you think they're up current?
Yeah. They're always either up current or they're on like the side of the current. It's rare that they're down current.
Really?
Extremely rare that they're down current. It does happen. I have seen it happen. But yeah, it's very rare.
Most parts start up current, work side, and then maybe go down if nothing else happens. Right. If you're marking. All right, well, let's get some baits in the water and see what happens.
Let's do it.
Hey y'all, Sam Barbera here to tell you about Moran's Marina at the Fouchon. Chris and his crew really have it all. A 24-hour deli and store with dock and roadside fuel. A first-string restaurant and bar. Waterfront hotel with wet slips. Plus, all of the premium tackle you need. And live bait.
Hey, Captain Chris Moran, Moran's Marina, with the catch of the day.
Come down to Moran's Marina to hang out, if nothing else.
It's a fact. All roads lead to Moran's.
Want wholesale boat prices in the retail market? Cajun Outboards is the place for you. Scotty and Mike are back, and you know what that means. They won't be undersold. Skeeter, Shearwater, Blazer, Bay and Bass boats, Yamaha, and Mercury. Come to Cajun Outboards on Highway 1 in Addis, or visit CajunOutboards.com under old management. Call now for a quote, 225-749-5001.
It's time to register for the 2013 CCA Louisiana Star Fishing Tournament. 101 days of fishing and over $500,000 in prizes are up for grabs in over 25 divisions. The Star has something for everyone with offshore, inshore, kayak, fly fishing, ladies only, and youth divisions. And kids fish for free, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors, and those 50 tag redfish are waiting to be caught. 35 weigh stations, 101 days to fish, all for $25 with a CCA membership. For more information, visit ccastar.com.
Puglia's Sporting Goods and Metairie is your one-stop shop for anything you need for inshore, offshore, duck hunting, and deer hunting with rifle or bow. Puglia's is loaded with your favorite rods and reels from Shimano, Penn, Abu Garcia, and Daiwa, as well as the lures that catch the big ones in South Louisiana. Can't find what you want? Puglia's will order it today and you'll have it tomorrow. Puglia's has all the best lines of bows with a tuning station and bow tuner on staff. And you know Puglia's has the greatest selection of guns in the area with experts on hand to answer all your questions. Stop in today. Puglia's is at 1925 Veterans in Metairie and has been since 1968.
Tail wrap.
Tail hook.
Tail wrap.
Tail wrap. Get him anywhere, Floyd. You gotta get him anywhere. Stick. Nice.
Drop the track.
Put it back. Get your poppers, boss. Yellowfin right in front of the boat. Holy cow, look at that. Get him, Kevin. Holy cow, look at that.
See, I'm gently countering his circles, which helps him get line on every pull. Hey, you got the harness?
Yeah, man. I can put it on you.
Kevin earned the harness. He said the 7 magic words.
Come on, Kevin, I lost my color.
Hey, baby, on the track.
I lost my color.
Should have leader pretty soon, huh?
Oh, nice fish.
I would say that is a respectable fish.
It definitely has sickles.
The death spiral. You want me to get the gaff, huh?
Real.
Beautiful.
Ooh, it's a pretty fish, Papa. It's a pretty fish.
Here we go. Here.
All right, you might have him. Nice shot, baby.
Drop the drag, Capt.
I got it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's about. Yes, sir. Good fish.
Beautiful tuna.
All right, so this is part one. We've caught our bait, and we've used that live bait to catch 3 really nice yellowfin tuna. And we still have the swordfishing ahead of us tonight. We could quit right now and go home and winter because we've got so many beautiful big yellowfin. But while we still kind of drift around here and let a little bait follow the boat, we're gonna take a short break. We'll see you on the other side.
At Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank, get $13,000 in total savings on the new 2013 Ram Quad Cab Bighorn. Only at Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank or online at raybrandtdodge.com.
New Orleans' first dry stack boat storage facility, Seabrook Harbor, can accommodate 200 boats up to 40 feet long. We are located at the Industrial Canal, less than 1 mile from Lake Pontchartrain and the Seabrook Bridge. Our full-service facilities feature a fuel dock with gas and diesel, a ship store with snacks, tackle, and more, and Seabrook Harbor sells live shrimp in season. Additional amenities include a fish cleaning station and showers. Seabrook Harbor, New Orleans' premier dry stack boat storage facility, where we do more than just store.
Want wholesale boat prices in the retail market? Cajun Outboards is the place for you. Scotty and Mike are back, and you know what that means. They won't be undersold. Skeeter, Shearwater, Blazer, Bay and Bass boats, Yamaha, and Mercury. Come to Cajun Outboards on Highway 1 in Addis, or visit CajunOutboards.com under old management. Call now for a quote, 225-749-5001.
Good morning, honey. Not today. You are not going fishing today!
Ugly Stick, America's strongest, most sensitive rod.
During the final month of the Giant Tent Sale, get any car, truck, or SUV under the tent for under $25,000. Like the new 2014 Jeep Compass for only $18,990. Only at Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank or online at raybrandtdodge.com.
Well, so this is part 2. We've left the rigs where we were catching the tuna, made about a 25, 30-mile run, actually back in for swordfish, and we're setting up pretty much right on the drop-off of the continental shelf. You know, Captain Peace, we'll talk to Captain Peace in a second about it. He says he prefers to go from the shallow deep. Unfortunately, the prevailing winds in the Gulf of Mexico generally south-southeast, and so they push it from the deep to the shallow. We're going to give that a try, but right now they're setting out the lines, getting everything set up to go, and we're about to begin our sword fishing, part 2 of this fantastic little overnight trip. Peace, we talk about an overnight trip being a 2 or 3 part trip because you can do the evening out, the overnight itself, and if you want, you can fish on the way in. So it's a real efficient way for a tank of gas, you know, on an offshore trip.
That's true.
We've got both of us have a little back end in the morning, so we're going to head back in the morning unless, of course, we just see something we can't resist. But so we're going to call this a 2-parter. This is part 2, the overnight setup.
That's right.
We made the run as the sun went down. Conditions are almost perfect. The wind's picking up a little bit, but not terrible.
It's actually laying down a little bit, I think, now.
You're starting to see a little lightness. All right, the drift, are we drifting in the way you'd like to drift?
We're going a little fast. I like to drift about 0.6 to 0.8. And we're drifting about 1.6.
We're flying then.
Yeah, we're moving.
So how do you compensate for that?
More weight. You got to put more weight on the baits to get them down. But the good part of that is we cover a lot more ground. But it's a lot more difficult. The more weight you have to use, the harder it is to set one.
We'll talk about the set a little bit. What exactly is a swordfish set?
Well, a lot of times how they'll hit, they'll whack the bait. They'll build the bait first. So it'll be like whack, 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 whack. And then typically when I'm fishing J-hooks, at that point I'll free spool them and let them really eat the bait, and then I'll slam it into gear and reel like a maniac. But I found that especially if we got a real fast drift, it's a lot better to fish circle hooks because we're gonna have to fish with the drags tight either way. And there's enough slack, there's enough bow in that line so that when he eats it, usually he's got it in his jaw by the time it comes tight on the reel. So we fish it with drag on.
Floyd, anybody not familiar with sword fishing, they're gonna look at what you're doing and you know, figure we're having a party or something.
Well, we put
explain the purpose of the balloon.
We put these balloons on the line as an indicator. They float on the surface. That way, when the sword hits, sometimes we won't feel it, or we won't hear it run. It'll just hit that bait, but balloons moving around out there, it's an indicator to us that there's a swordfish on line.
It's not just because we're having a lot of fun.
How far down you want it? That one goes to 200 feet. All right, that's 100 feet. Yeah, the green one's 100.
Well, it's 10 minutes to midnight. It's starting to get late. I'm starting to feel the fatigue after a long day of fishing. We just had a really good hit. First, Captain P said he thought it might be a shark, but I'm gonna tell you, both of us agree, probably wasn't. Good chance it was a swordfish, but you never know. You really never know what you have on the end of the line out here until you reel it in.
Yeah.
Fish on!
He's still going.
He's burning?
Yeah, he's taking line.
Oh yeah.
Slow and steady. I ain't got a crank on him in the last minute.
You go from not seeing a thing, and it's quiet, and your eyes kind of, you know, your head bobbing a little bit, and then all of a sudden the world just explodes.
But he had just got out of his mouth. He said, we was the only ones up last time we got to strike, and we in the same spot. And about 30 seconds later.
I was wide awake. I was just sitting down with my hat like this. I was fine. I was on that edge. I had the tiger's eye. Come on, man. Make some progress on it. With the herd. Show him who's boss.
Shark, he's a monster.
Coming up.
Coming up?
Yeah.
Shallow. Getting shallow.
There's a mark. There's a 100-foot mark.
That's more than 100 feet out there.
Might be your 300-foot mark. So what is the procedure when a sword comes and goes airborne?
Pray. Pray.
No bow down, no watch the slack, no.
I mean, look, on with a circle hook on there and all those weights, we're hoping that he's not gonna jump. But it's better than having a straight hook in him. A circle hook, we survive 90% of the jumps with the circle hook.
Well, he should have.
Straight hook, we survive about 50% of the jumps.
You're hoping that he's pulled those weights already, though.
Yeah.
Here comes another rubber band.
That would be the 100-foot mark.
Oh, you getting excited?
No.
No?
Not till I see him.
It ain't over till it's over.
At Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank, get $13,000 in total savings on the new 2013 Ram Quad Cab Bighorn. Only at Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank or online at RayBrandtDodge.com.
Hey y'all, Sam Barbera here to tell you about Moran's Marina at the Fouchon. Chris and his crew really have it all. A 24-hour deli and store with dock and roadside fuel. A first-string restaurant and bar. Waterfront hotel with wet slips. Plus, all of the premium tackle you need. And live bait.
Hey, Captain Chris Moran, Moran's Marina, with the catch of the day.
Come down to Moran's Marina to hang out, if nothing else.
It's a fact. All roads lead to Moran's.
The Penn Conquer is the most technologically advanced spinning reel built.
Good thing this drag makes noise. You wouldn't even know it's going out.
Smooth HT100 drag under the heaviest loads.
I am amazed how smooth that drag is.
Patented one-piece machine gearbox. One-of-a-kind easy access system for a lifetime of painless maintenance.
What a home run.
Penn, legendary performance.
Want wholesale boat prices in the retail market? Cajun Outboards is the place for you. Scotty and Mike are back, and you know what that means. They won't be undersold. Skeeter, Shearwater, Blazer, Bay and Bass boats, Yamaha, and Mercury. Come to Cajun Outboards on Highway 1 in Addis, or visit CajunOutboards.com under new, old management. Call now for a quote, 225-749-5001.
During the final month of the Giant Tent Sale, get any car, truck, or SUV under the tent for under $25,000. Like the new 2014 Jeep Compass for only $18,990. Only at Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank or online at RayBrandtDodge.com.
And it is a swordfish. Big sword. Tail wrap. Tail wrap sword.
That's a shark.
No, it's a freaking hammerhead.
Big hammerback.
Tail wrap.
Tail wrap hammer.
Unbelievable.
That's why you want to get in all the normal stuff. Don't straight into the boat.
Here he goes.
Whack.
See ya. All right, cutting. Painful. When he came up like that, I thought it looked like a sword.
Yeah, well, the tail first.
Ain't no doubt.
All right, CT, unwrap that gaff.
Roger that.
Piece, are we gonna move? Are we gonna?
We're gonna reset here.
Same drift.
All right, we just finished resetting for the third or fourth time. Fourth time. Reset number 4. 2 strikes, 1 break off, 1 tail wrapped hammerhead. Let's see if we have any better luck this time. You're saying not necessarily a bad sign?
No, not necessarily a bad sign. If I'm catching a lot of bull sharks and stuff like that, that's usually not good, but a lot of times I'll catch the hammerheads mixed in with the swords.
So they basically, if one's present, then there's a good chance the other one's there too.
Right.
I got you. So reset and roll again?
Reset and roll again.
While Floyd gets ready to reset and roll again, let's head on down to 808 Bienville and see what Chef Tenny Flynn has in the GW Finn's kitchen.
We've done bluefin tuna on the show once before, but this is yellowfin, and this is a preparation that we do here pretty often. It's a nice light dish once again. I've got a completely clean piece of loin here. A lot of people don't associate Louisiana with tuna, but actually we're the #2 tuna fishery in the United States after Hawaii. I'm going to sprinkle this with just a little bit of kosher salt. I've got a little bit of soy sauce right here. I'm going to let it roll it over, let it sit in there for a second. I'm going to moisten my hands with water, and I've got a little bit of seaweed paper. Now, a lot of our ingredients here are pretty much ready to go at the Asian store. I'm going to try to cut this to fit a little bit. I'm going to place the tuna right there and just roll it up, kind of seal the edge. Okay. I've got a pre-prepared hot pan here. You can see it's smoking a little bit. I'm going to cook this tuna on all 4 sides for maybe just about 5 seconds a side, maybe 10 seconds. You can hear that sizzle when it hits the pan. And while that's cooking, I'm going to mix up our slaw. Got just pretty basic slaw ingredients here with kind of an Asian flair. It's got some shiitake mushrooms, some chopped green onion, some carrot, and some cabbage. And the dressing is made out of soy sauce, lemon juice, canola oil. It's got just a little bit of sesame oil just to give it some flavor. I'm going to go and reach behind me and turn the tuna over now. I want to get all 4 sides equally if I can. Place that right on this decorative plate here. I've got a little bit of pickled ginger, a little bit of seaweed salad, a little bit of more soy sauce, and got some wasabi here that's already been mixed up with a little water. Place that right on there. Time to turn our tuna again. And you do need a good sharp knife for this.
Okay, and that's all the cooking that's going to get right now. Go ahead and slice it. So I'm using the entire length of my knife to get a nice clean cut. And I'm going to place this under the salamander just for a second. I'm going to bring it down and shingle it on the plate. As you can see, basically this is a raw tuna dish. Very little cooking involved in it at all. And that's the finished dish.
GW Finn's restaurant has dinner items so fresh, they print a new menu daily. Call for reservations and tell them CT said to give you the best seat in the house. With nothing but sharks to show for the night, we picked up our lines the next morning. Floyd's was 1,500 feet down, which gave us time to talk. All right, we still got quite a ways to go before we get our bait in. But what a great trip. The Yellowfin tuna were very cooperative. I mean, we'd had a boatload had we stayed, and we had action last night. We had the sharks and stuff. We had potentially one good fish on that just a little mechanical failure got in the way. Yep. But it's such an adventure to do something different like that. You know, to try for a sword. What are the odds? I mean, realistically, if you come out to do a sword fishing trip with, what are the odds of someone catching?
I mean, I catch swordfish 8 out of 10 trips. 8 out of 10 trips, we get at least one, if not multiple. So, tonight was just one of those nights. One of the nights, all right. It happens.
So good odds. So we'll have to plan another one pretty soon here.
We have one in September, don't we?
That's right. I'm looking forward to doing it. You coming with us on that one?
Hell yes.
Kevin, you're an outstanding man on the reel.
Right.
Thank you very much. Peace as always.
Enjoyed it.
We will see you again very soon. Floyd, you done yet?
Not yet. It never ends.
It never ends.
It ends. It ends eventually. About another 1,000 feet it's going to end.
It may not be over for Floyd, but it's over for us. Thanks for watching. If we don't see you on the water this week, well, we hope to see you right back here next time.
Feel like fishing.
He wasn't getting away. What a mess he's made.
It feels so fine.